I wish someone told me to do it sooner, probably like 10 years ago.
10 years ago, di ako yun.
I think one of the important things to keep the marriage strong is to set the right direction right from the start.
I think for every couple, being together, enjoying things together is really one big secret to a successful marriage. Hi, I'm Aivee Teo.
And I'm Aivee Teo.
I'm Maja Salvador.
And I'm Rambo Nuñez.
And welcome to Modern Parenting's Couch Talk.
Well, we have 3 kids. The eldest is Kenzie, is 18 years old. The second is Kenzo, 14, and Kelly is 12.
How many dogs?
As of today, 6.
We have 3 kids. We have, first is Duke and then Duchess. Our baby girl, Maria. Well, parang lahat naman ng advices ng dapat kong matanggap na ibigay sa akin. Because I have my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, my mom, of course, my sisters, my friends. Pero nandun yung kahit anong advice nila, ikaw pa rin eh. Yung mother's instinct, totoo talaga yun. Yung takot ka, but you need to do it kasi wala nang ibang way dahil ikaw yung mommy nung baby mo.
Well, my eldest is 18 years old, no? So I guess for me, the most challenging part would be the first, yung newborn. Kasi syempre all the puyat, tapos breastfeeding is so challenging. I mean, it comes to a point where Z would tell me, please don't breastfeed now, let's just give bottle. Para you won't be puyat, hindi ka cranky. And then I have to go to work right away after giving birth, and I had to give birth in Singapore. So that's really challenging. But I guess another challenge really would be yung teenage life nila. I would say, you know, when my son first asked me if he could go out and have drinks with his friends, and we were just having lunch randomly, then biglang, by the way, Mom, we're going to a club tonight with my friends. I'm like, what? So parang it really shocked me. I think that's really the most shocking part of parenthood is when your kids start to become teenagers and they act like adults. And then suddenly from being super telling you everything, now suddenly one question, one answer. I wish I knew how to be able to handle it, because sometimes you don't know what's the best balance. Should I be strict or should I let him be? Or should I be more understanding? So I guess that's really the most challenging part, when they start to have a mind of their own and suddenly from being the center of the world, it's their friends now and they have another life.
Maybe for me, like something that wasn't advised to me, it's more of like wishing we had the baby sooner, like probably earlier. But of course, it's like different circumstances. But I guess like with how we enjoy it now, like I wish someone told me to do it sooner, probably like 10 years ago, because of just the things that you can imagine doing with your
10 years ago, di ako yun.
So I mean, just stuff like
9
that.
years ago yun. Ako yun. Kasi kabalik ba after 9 years.
Yeah, it's more of that. Probably just like an afterthought with how we're enjoying it now.
Sabihin, happy si Rambo. Kasi sana noon pa daw. Maj. I think, I must say, before kasi parang you don't think it's possible. Like, it's not happening. It doesn't happen na kids commit suicide or kids have some emotional issues na it's actually so bad that they need help. So it's not so common to have a psychiatrist or a psychologist to deal with their kids. But siguro the awareness that we have right now as parents is it's so common and it's so prevalent. And I think it's something that we have to really talk about with our kids. It's something we have to address, and we shouldn't shy away from being open about it. And I think that's the lesson I learned from all the news or all the stories that we've been hearing around of kids going through a lot. And so kami ni Z, I always tell my kids na there's no pressure. Like, there's no pressure to get high grades. There's no pressure to excel in sports. There's no pressure to be the best. I always tell them that it's okay just to be okay. You know, you can just be average. And the most important thing is we don't pressure them to choose a path that they don't want to do or choose something that they don't want to do. Like, we never force them to be doctors. In fact, in Singapore, kids are really like, kailangan talaga top of the class, the best schools, the best grades. But kasi my mentality is they have to enjoy their adolescent age. They have to enjoy their childhood. And for me, it's really the personality. It's really the character of the person more than being the most intelligent person in the class. So we're very, very particular about talking to our kids and telling them that you have to be happy. Are you okay? Do you have any problems or any issues? Please tell us if there's anything. And I think it's important to really have that conversations. And we do that over dinner, like Saturday night. We have dinner with the kids and we really talk to them. And then Z is also very particular about really our fellowship, you know, making sure that we instill religion, we read the Bible together, we teach them values. And I think the most important thing is also you have to set an example to the kids, right?
Yes.
And show them the value of discipline, of hard work, of being family-oriented, of being respectful. And of course, it's important also that we have a happy marriage.
Yeah.
Kasi syempre, that's what they want to see.
That's why Nina.
Diba?
Very well said, Nina.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ang maganda kasi ngayon, madami ng resources. Kumbaga, kung dati, yung mga magulang ko, yung mga mommies namin dati is konti lang yung resources, di ba? Ngayon kasi, marami ka nang mag-read. And yun nga, maganda yung maging example ka, makita ng kid mo na yung parents niya punong-puno ng love, yung environment din niya. Kailangan mo rin alagaan yung sarili mo para kapag full of love ka, yun yung masashare mo dun sa kid mo, di ba? So, agree ako sa sinabi ni Dr. Aivee kasi ganun yung mga nare-read ko now. Kasi isa yun sa kinakatakutan ko. But syempre, medyo less yung takot because I have a partner and pares kaming broken family, di ba? So if babalikan natin yung sa vows ni Rambo, ang isa sa goal talaga namin is we'll do everything para bigyan si Maria namin ng hindi perfect family, pero yung family na buo, na nandyan for her, who will guide her, di ba? Kapag habang lumalaki siya.
As they were growing up, I think one thing that no one actually kind of advised us is when do we give the kids a smartphone? That up to now I still don't even know what sort of age you should hold back and when you should start to give it. And I think that's one of the big issues as a parent.
I actually want to ask that question of like, when to give a smartphone, because that's one thing that I want to also control, especially like while they develop, because of like, of course the what they're going to be exposed to.
Well, I think the boundaries that I set for the kids, I mean, coming to that question, I think there is an age where you should not give the kids a smartphone, right? And I think that's around about 14 to 15. You can delay it as much as you can. I see some parents, they give the kids phones by 9 or 10. It's just too early, right? Because the moment they get a gadget onto their hands, you lose them very quick, right? So the concentration and the focus goes. So my advice probably is for you to keep that relationship with the kid. We managed to do that with our kids until about 15. So they are really literally the last in the school to actually hold a phone. But our kids have no social media.
Except Kelly. But she doesn't.
Kelly has a social media, but she doesn't post. She doesn't even
see
know that she has. It's us doing it for her.
Yes. Yes.
So
So
she
she
doesn't-
doesn't know. She
we don't-
doesn't watch. She doesn't read. Unless sometimes we allow her. But it's really because she loves talking. She loves explaining. She loves vlogging. Feeling a vlogger siya. So we just want her to be confident and to have that space where she can be herself and express herself. But it's not meant for her to actually watch and post. It's just meant for her to enjoy doing what she loves.
Because kids, if they have a lot of comments and all that, that's where they get affected.
Correct.
So we want to shield them away from it, right? They can continue. She can continue doing her vlogs or her makeup and express herself on camera. She enjoys doing it, but I think if she sees comments and all that, she can get carried away.
Correct.
So we shield her away from that. So I think those are important boundaries.
It's a known fact that we don't post Maria on our social media, but it's hard for someone to be known by a lot of people, let's say at a young age, and then you lose your personal space.
Yeah, that's
Diba? Na parang Maria can play elsewhere, or we can bring her to so many different places because we're already concerned about her security, because people know how she looks like, so it can make her world smaller. I mean, we get asked a lot of questions. I mean, we get comments it's being maarte, being like that. But I guess it's their lack of understanding of our reasoning.
Yeah.
For them, it's normal na because Maja shares her life. I mean, because Maja can protect herself.
That's true.
I don't mind being exposed with Maja because I can protect myself.
Yeah.
But that's not the same case with Maria. We want her to experience the whole world without any limitations. It's not because we're not proud of her. I mean, si Maja would be like, can I post? May ganun lang. I just have to remind her na, we spoke about this. Yung mga ganun lang. But it's really being cautious, and I feel like that's part of being responsible parents. Not everything that you put out will be good for you, or even especially your kids.
Kami forever ni Rambo, communication talaga and adjustments. I'm very lucky with my husband, haba pasensya sa akin. Lalo ng girls, hormones, topak, di ba? But siya, sobrang haba ng pasensya. So I'm very lucky. 2 years pa lang kaming married, but with Rambo, kahit na gano'n siya kabisi, ako kabisi, mag-message yan bigla. You want to have dinner? You want, give mo muna si Maria kay mommy, and then let's go out. May gano'n. So, nire-remind niya ako minsan na kailangan natin mag-date or may mga gano'n. Siya yung nag-i-initiate muna. So, yun yung maganda. Kasi ako, gustong-gusto ko talagang maging mommy. So, talagang nagpapakamami ako. And then, parang yung husband ko yung, love, relax. Kailangan mo naman ng ganito. Agree?
Yeah, well, it's more of being one with a lot of decisions. Na yung considerations namin, of course, we're both hardworking. I mean, she paved her own path. I have my own path. But I guess with this new chapter, especially having Maria, we both have a reset button where this is like us starting again, but we don't think of our own. We don't think of ourselves. We think of our baby, future, our decision to give birth in Canada, diba? So those decisions na it may be challenging for us, for her to be in Canada by herself for the first 2 months. But I was kept on reminding her that this is a decision that we have to make as a couple for the future. It might be challenging for us, but bawi na lang tayo.
I think, kasi kami ni Z, when we started, it was a long-distance relationship. Yeah. So we had a long-distance boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, and then we had a long-distance marriage in the beginning. I was here in Manila with Kenzie, and he had to go to Singapore, and we would travel weekends. He would go to Manila, or I go to Singapore. And it was going on like that until I got pregnant with our second son, which was 4 years in our marriage. We were long distance. So that was a lot of sacrifice talaga that we had to make for the future of our family, for the future of our relationship, because we had to build our careers at the time. And we weren't earning that much yet. We were just starting. We had to build and make sure that we provide a safe and good future for our kids. So coming from that, na parang ang tagal namin long distance, then we made a conscious decision to be together and not to separate anymore when I got pregnant with our second son. And from then on, we were never separated. We're always together. So whether he's going to Singapore, kasama ko yun. He won't leave without me. Or if I have to go anywhere, we're always together. We appreciate the fact that we're together now because we knew how it felt to be separated and the struggle and the challenge of having a long-distance relationship. I think for every couple, being together, doing things together, enjoying things together is really one big secret to a successful marriage. Because when you do start doing things apart, you will really grow apart until you're so used to not being together. They were asking me, don't you get tired or sick of being together every day, like 24/7? And I said, no, not at all. It's like if he's not around, like a part of my body's not with me. Parang ganon. I feel so handicapped. But I don't know how he feels. I feel the same. I'm just kidding.
The same thing. I mean, we do everything together. And most important thing is you must enjoy being with each other. Besides all the important things of communication and spending time, I think one of the important things to keep the marriage strong is to set the right direction right from the start. Don't forget we are cross-cultural, right? So I'm Singaporean, Filipino. There's another hurdle that we have to navigate through. So certain non-negotiables that I asked her, what is it that we as a couple cannot negotiate? And she said, Christmas time, we have to be here with my family. So mine is Chinese New Year, we have to be there. Our kids have to have both countries that they have to navigate through. So things like that, we set and we agree on it. And I think when you have these clear guidelines, then there's less chances of friction. There are also important things like financial issues. We said to each other, your money is my money is your money. We are custodians of our money, right? I mean, if there's like a big purchase, we also agree that we have to have 2 signatures. We always sign off together, right? So that there's no chance of any problems. So I think, navigating through these checkpoints of the marriage would help it to be more stable. Then that will help you with your communication. The kids see that you are as a stable unit. Because you cannot control the things outside that they're seeing. They go to school, they go and talk to their friends. You cannot control that. What you can control is your house, right? So your house is stable, the kid is more secure, they know love, they are not too scared. You will then have a better chance that if they see things outside, they are really not worried. You know what I mean? It's more stable.
It's actually nice that, it makes this group more substantial because 20 years, 2 years, but it's nice to know that we're a lot of things resemble.
Yes.
Like again, deciding as early as now for the future.
Yes.
Doing things together. I think we run a company together. And I guess the non-negotiables also, like having what she's accustomed to, what I'm accustomed to as part of our foundation on how we're gonna navigate, like spending time with family. I think the family bond is very important. Actually, mine is very straightforward. Like, I didn't know how and that I can be a dad. Because again, it's something that I didn't have. So that's basically it. It's realizing that without any guidance, without any experience getting it from someone, I can actually provide that kind of responsibility to Maria.
Ako, when I gave birth to Maria, you all know naman, yung pag-give birth ko kay Maria, hindi ganun kadali. But yung whole experience na yun, it was worth it. Kasi sobrang na-amaze ako sa body natin. Like, naka-create ng kind human being na paglabas ni Maria, this is my world now. This is our life now. So, nung nag-give birth ako, parang lahat kaya kong gawin.
Motherhood has taught me to be resilient because I work like 10 to 12 hours a day or 7 days a week, no weekends. And I ask myself, why do we do this? What do I want? Is it for myself? But I realize I'm not really doing it for myself, but I'm really doing it for my kids. Because I want to make sure that they have a good future. Kung kahit na wala ako or mawala kami, at least they have something. And not that I want to spoil them because I don't want my kids to be spoiled. What I want to teach my kids is really the value of hard work talaga. Yung talagang paghihirapan mo, what you want in life, that you don't get things easily. And I guess it's really what we want. We want to set a good example to our kids. And so kahit na how difficult or challenging it can be, sila yung aking talagang inspiration to keep on going.
The thing that I think taught me is that the kids are always looking at you, right? So I think what they have taught me is that I have to have a much higher standard in terms of our behavior over the things that we say, how we treat others. Because as they grow up, they're actually going to point out to you, oh, Daddy, you shouldn't be saying that. Oh, really? Why? Yeah, it's not good. You know, they're very aware now. I mean, the kids nowadays are hyper aware of the people around. They want you to be inclusive. So I mean, they taught me all that, to be more sensitive to the people around. I guess maybe my generation, we are a little bit more straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Black and white.
right. But they are different right now. And that taught me like, oh, I have to be a little bit more aware, right, of the people around, the things that I say. So you can learn a lot from them actually, right? Right.
And that's it. Thanks guys for watching. This is Dr. Aivee Teo.
I'm Dr. Z Teo.
This is Maja Salvador.
I'm Rambo Nuñez.
Happy
Mother's Day.
Happy
Happy Mother's Day. Bye.
Bye.